my first book. It's a memoir. It came out in 2018 and it is up for a second edition. Spirits in a Spice Jar really was the beginning of my spice work and teaching. I mean, not straight away, but it's how that portal opened. And it probably answers, most of the questions I get asked about how I started doing what I do now. It is a little bit tear-jerky. Some might find it moribund, but there's recipes at the end of every chapter. It's incredibly personal. I hesitated for a really long time before doing a second edition. I feel like there's a part of me that could have seen that book just sort of slip away. But releasing the Spice Companion and working on the upcoming third book, which I'll come to you with when I have a title and enough information about it to let you know what it is. Releasing the other books, I guess, has helped me to find a different way of looking at spirits, as it's affectionately known in our house. It's a book with a lot of visible pain. So I can't say it's a great read for me. Should I be putting that in the edit? But I'm really grateful for the experience of having it been published and having it be out in the public sphere. I've had some really beautiful feedback around it. I've had some really mediocre feedback around it. I think it's always nice to be able to make up your own mind. It's interesting for me because when I look back at the recipes in this now, and they're very classic family recipes, so like dal, paneer, lamb curries, kheer, all the things that were in our family rotation growing up. And when I look back at those recipes now, I see the corset around them. Like, I really see how tight I was with spices when I first started to work with them, like how much I held on, as if holding on makes it more meaningful. And I really like the contrast of what was and now what is, and seeing my evolution kind of working in this space, and just how loose it's made me working with spices just to give it all away, to share it all with you. Of course, I can't give the books away because they cost me money to produce, but the information inside them is yours. So if you haven't yet got your Spice Companion, you can snap them up together and you'll have the narrative version of what spice can be, and then the very practical kitchen version. So they're kind of a really lovely twosome, I guess. They make up for what each other isn't in some way. So like all of the good relationships. So click through on my website. I will be putting this post up on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook with all of the links that you need to find the pre-sale information. And thanks for supporting me. I love what I do. I could talk about it all day long for the rest of my life, and in fact that's kind of what I hope. So thanks.